G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to reveal a bit of light on the 10 players to look out for in season 2016. Had a bit of success with this video last year, mate.
We did, mate.
People got on board with that one, and yeah, we're just going to reveal who we think is going to maybe step up, has been injured, and potentially can have a breakout season or get back to their best, what we know. So we picked 5 each.
Do you want to hear my 5 first, mate? Or
We will, and we're not going to go the obvious Scary Ablett, players like that.
Just some breakout players, hopefully.
Potentially breakout players or players that need to pull their finger out either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for it, mate.
Ollie Wines is first man for me. I think he's been a pretty good player so far. He's a youngster who's had numbers similar to like your Chris Judds and Selwoods at the same time.
Boy.
I think this year's when he's going to explode. I think he broke his hand early in the last season, which sort of halted him a bit. And Port, didn't have the finest season at times last year, so I think he'll explode into the real elite category.
As long as he's not breaking hands, mate, he's breaking it out. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. And I like to throw a cat in there each time as well. This year, I think I had Guthrie last year, so I was pretty happy with that.
Beautiful.
This time around, Jackson Thurlow, I think he's one of the best kicks in our team. And rolling off the half-back line, I think he'll have to lift. So, the likes of our ageing back line, Enright, I know he's gone on again, but he's not the player he was, and you'd like to see the bat and pass to Thurlow. And hopefully, with his good skills, and he's a nice height as well, been around for a little while, I'm looking for him to really step up, and he'll hopefully be a weapon for us. Cade Colajasny at Gold Coast Suns there. I think he's also about to explode in the midfield role. I know late last year, he was getting a bit of midfield time because normally it's just off the half back.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, obviously Gold Coast had a lot of injuries and things like that, and he really blossomed without those midfield types. Now, whether he gets pushed aside a little bit as sort of your Prestiers and Swallow O'Meara's come back, I'm not too sure. But the talk is he's tearing it up.
They seem to all the time in summer, don't they?
Yeah, I know. Everyone's playing in the midfield in the summer, but I am hearing he was top. I think he was number 5 pick or something. So he's always going to be a midfield at some point.
Right.
I'm predicting it'll be this year. But,
Shorty's crystal ball.
Yeah, and I always like to throw a youngster in there. I'm going to pump my tyres up. Last year I said it was Paddy Cripps, and he exploded. So
yeah, very good.
This time around it's Corey Ellis for mine from Richmond. Former really high pick, first round pick. I think he was maybe pick 12 or something like that.
Beautiful.
Struggled with injury last year in his debut season for the Tigers, and I think he was rated, or at least Richmond rated him as the best kick in the draft. So I think that's his outside game, but he can win it pretty well on the inside. But another pre-season under his belt, and I think if he can work his way into that midfield or even half-forward flank, I reckon he could be a very good pick.
Excellent.
And Jack Darling is my final pick. I went for a bit of a key forward, a few midfield types there, and he just had an okay year last year. So
you wouldn't be too happy with it.
No, I think he only played 12 home and away games, so he struggled to get on the park and just can't win enough of the ball. At least he didn't last year. He's pretty mobile and he'll be looking to lift that. Still kicked a few goals, but I think he'll be looking to get around the ground a bit more, find more footy, a few more marks, and I think he's really got a lot of talent if he can put it all together. So they're my 5 picks. Hopefully I can get a few ones right there.
Good stuff, mate. And forgot to give you a bit of a plug. Shorty has a channel, Shorty SuperCoach, so it's kind of inspired and relevant to this video with players to look out for. So if you love your SuperCoach or whatever, feel free to go over to Shorty's channel. I'll have the link in the description, and I'll say this at the end as well. So,
thanks, mate. Bit of a plug for Shorty. Go check it out.
Yeah, no, you give me a few plugs. So I'll take it on board, and all sorted. So we'll go through my 5, and a big one from the Pies, Travis Cloak. He has been absolutely terrible the last couple of seasons. I don't think he's kicked 40 goals in the last 2 years. That's your key forward, your number 1 target.
Not good enough.
I reckon it is, mate, and I think it's about time for him to lift. He's been up the green a little bit, yes, but his kicking has just been woeful, to say the least, so he really needs to concentrate on that. I feel like he's had psychologists there for years, and not much has changed, so I don't know.
Got to concentrate less on taking selfies.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. That might be step 1, I think. Come on, Trav. So the next one is one of my favourite players, Michael Barlow. He had a pretty poor year as well last year, and playing more of a forward role and out of position with the emergence of Lachie Neale for the Dockers. So I think he'll be looking to get back into that form he was when he basically debuted. I think he got around the 30 possession mark in his first game, and he came out of the blocks pretty quickly as a mature age recruit, and I think it's his time to, hopefully pop back in the midfield and give a solid contribution each week.
Yeah, I like it.
He's a good player. He's down on numbers, and SuperCoach suggested that too, mate. I think I had him as a bit of a roughie at a good price. He was like 600,000, then he went down to about 400 and something, and thought I got him a cheap price, but he's cheap and nasty. Cheap and nasty for a reason. So Michael Barlow to hopefully have a better season. Harris Andrews from the Brisbane Lions. He tore it up against us at Simmons Stadium. He took 12 marks, and that was we're not the best team in the world. No, nowhere near it. But I'll tell you what, he did a great job. I think he was mainly playing down defence and just kept taking intercept marks. And I thought it was enough to convince me he's going to be a player. And I reckon this year, obviously Brisbane, it's a good chance for him to have a crack with not a great deal of depth down back. So I think he'll certainly strive to have a great year this year, and I think he'll do well.
Yeah, definitely. I like it.
And another player I like too is Matty Suckling with his long left foot. He struggled in the Hawks best 22 at times. He couldn't. He had a few subs, including the grand final.
Rubs at him.
Poor bloke, but he's an excellent kick and loves a goal from outside 50. And why I'm saying this is Nick Malcheski, who would have been a big player to watch for the Gold Coast, downhill scare by the looks of things, or had knee troubles and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see how Matty Suckling goes this year. Mick Malcheski being such a successful club at Sydney, being able to cover for him and being able to help him out. It'd be interesting to see how he goes at a bit of a lesser club like the Dogs, to see if he gets that same support if he is playing a half-back role.
I like the comparison, mate. I like it.
Yeah,
very similar players.
That's right. Are they downhill skiers? We'll find out.
We'll find out if Matt is.
Yeah, so Matty to be on the eye out for maybe more of a negative persona on this one, but I still think he'll have a good year. The Dogs are going well. They're building. And the last one, going for a son, Jack Martin. Been pumped up as one of the greatest draft picks of all time, better than Gary Ablett or as good as him. I don't know how it's happened, but he's been injured over the last couple of seasons, and I think he got injured last year, maybe with his thumb or hand or something like that.
Oh, well, I think he struggled, didn't he?
Yeah, it was elbow in his first season, so I just feel like if he's on the park, he's shown he's got a few bags of tricks and can kick bags of goals as well, so if he can put it together this season, I reckon he'll be one of the starring lights for the Gold Coast. And yeah, he just simply has to have a better year, and certainly one to look out for at the very least.
Yeah, he was amazingly pumped up coming into the game, wasn't he?
More than ever.
Yeah, you don't see many players pumped up as highly as he was, so
absolutely.
A lot of pressure, and hopefully he can live up to it.
Yeah, that's tough too when you get raps like that. But
yeah, I know.
Oh well, poor bloke, but can't win there. But yeah, that's our top 10 players to look out for in season 2016. Obviously, yes, Gary Ablett, you're going to look out for. Obviously, a few players in the Bombers, top-up players like Crowley, Kelly, and a few others mentioned in there. So, any other obvious ones you got, mate? Toddy Goldstein might be one that's obvious to watch out for, whether they can keep that level.
Yeah, I guess we all know the likes of Lance Franklin can be amazingly good. I think he'll bounce back, but he is pretty obvious. So, I guess we've gone for the not so glaringly obvious players.
That's it.
Just to show that we might have some sort of knowledge, rather than picking the best of the best.
Rubs it in, everyone. Doesn't deny it. Awesome. All right, so those are our top 10. Feel free to put in your top 10 if you like, or any players that you think that are going to break out this year, or have had a bit of injury worries and they're going to pump themselves up and go well this season. So feel free to do that. Don't forget to give the video a bit of a like and subscribe as well. It'd be fantastic. And if you love your SuperCoach, get onto Shorty's channel, Shorty SuperCoach. He's done previews of all the clubs and philosophies on the game and how to win and all that kind of stuff.
Videos there.
So he's pumping them out. Over 100 subscribers now, mate. So
he's pumping me up too. Am I a breakout contender, mate?
Mate, you're on the watch list too. I don't know why you weren't mentioned. Hopefully Dizzy 100 the channel goes okay too. All right, thanks for hanging around, guys. We'll catch you all next time.